Mm.
Hello and welcome to Weymouth Independent Evangelical Church. We're starting the first of our live stream broadcasts, coming to you from Weymouth in Dorset in the United Kingdom. It's often said that in a storm in the middle of the ocean, that all of those sailors believe in God. And yet somehow when they get to the safety of harbour and the security of home, that faith is soon forgotten. There's something about having your lack of control, of things being beyond what you can reasonably achieve, taken from you, that focuses the mind. And often people turn to thoughts of God, perhaps, more readily when everything that they are familiar with is taken away. I wonder if you, in the last few days, have been more ready to look to God and to recognize that he has all things in his grasp. Certainly these have been days of rapid change as we have come to terms with the seriousness of the coronavirus, the COVID-19, and hearing the situation that's been changing almost hourly. And we've had a sense, perhaps, each of us, of drifting, of feeling completely out of control as we've watched world events, as there's been that battering of the storm of economic security, and the social and health and organizational infrastructure that so much we take for granted, just being taken out of all reasonable proportions to what we're used to. We feel out of control. And maybe that lack of control is coming at a more personal level too. Perhaps you have serious health concerns about what might happen if you have the virus in the coming days or weeks or months. How are you going to avoid that? Maybe you have unfolding financial concerns because of employment situations. Maybe you're just concerned because you're no longer in control of your routine. Somebody's telling you what you can and can't do. And these are real things, aren't they? Real challenges. And in these challenging times, we at Weymouth Independent Evangelical Church want to proclaim that there is a God that you can look to. He does exist. And we trust him because he is a God who has revealed himself as one who provides refuge and hope when nothing makes sense. When everything else seems to be falling apart, God is a refuge, he is a rock, and he will care for us. Christians who gather together in a church is not a meeting place, it's not a building, it's a group of people. And as Christians, we're given the job of proclaiming the good news about Jesus Christ, the source of our hope and refuge. And so, although we can't gather in a public place, we're pleased to be able to make use of the technology that we have at our disposal to continue that job of encouraging people to understand and perhaps to discover that truth for themselves for the first time. As Christians, we share many of the same problems that everybody else in the population does as we face this virus and its implications. We have many of the same questions that people have about what life holds in the coming period of time, however long that may be. But what stops us from drifting is knowing that, as Hebrews 6:19 says, that we have an anchor of the soul, which is both sure and steadfast. Jesus Christ, in his death and resurrection, is that anchor for our souls, keeping us safe, keeping us grounded when the storms would threaten to blow us onto the rocks and cause great destruction. We are secure in him for eternal life. And so we can face whatever this life may throw at us with that confidence in him. So for the coming while, we're going to be following the government advice to avoid gathering together. But I do hope you're going to be able to join us on a Sunday for our services at 11 in the morning and 6:30 in the evening, British time. And maybe there'll be some other content that we'll be able to publish here on our new YouTube channel, maybe answering some of the questions that people are posing to us. Maybe you've got questions that you can pose to us via social media. If you want to find out more about our church, do go to our website, which is weymouthchurch.org.uk. That's Weymouth Church, all one word, .org.uk. Or maybe you have more questions about the Christian faith, and there's some excellent films and articles on christianityexplored.org. Again, that's Christianity Explored, just one word, .org, where you'll be able to find some answers to some of the tough questions that you may have about life, about God, about faith, and also some stories of real people who have discovered Jesus Christ to be that sure and steadfast anchor of the soul. So thank you for joining us, and we look forward to perhaps getting to know you through this channel and to encourage people in their life and in their walk with God in the coming days. God bless you.